Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Forex Live. July 27, 11. 43 America New York. Major European indices end with declines today. Selling, profit-taking send indices lower the provisional closes are showing. Looking at other markets as London, European traders look to exit. Forex Live. July 27, 11. 31 America New York. EURUSD reaches the 38.2% of the move down from the June 25 high. Dollar selling as London, Europe work toward the close. The EURUSD has raced to a new session high and in the process has tested the 38.2% retracement of the move down from the June 25 high.
New York Times Business. July 27, 11. 22 America New York. Travelers' frustration mounts at confusing British COVID restrictions. The government's three-tier approach to determining restrictions on transit to and from different countries is drawing ire from Britons and the travel industry alike. Arriving passengers at Heathrow Airport in late June.
Forex Live. July 27, 11. 19 America New York. Atlanta Fed GDPNow Q2 forecast 7.4% versus 7.6% prior. The first Q2 GDP release is on Thursday. The consensus estimate for U.S. GDP is 8.6% annualized, but the Atlanta Fed's tracker is well below that at 7.4%. After recent releases from the National Association of Realtors and the
Wall Street Journal Markets. July 27, 11. 11 America New York. Intel to move a little faster, break things. The semiconductor giant, which committed to produce the world's best chips within 4 years, seeks to catch up with rivals with an aggressive, and likely expensive, plan.
Forex Live. July 27, 11. 06 America New York. The impressive run in the pound continues. Sharp turnaround in cases has been a tailwind. The combination of better risk sentiment since the rout last Monday and the shockingly quick turnaround in UK COVID cases continues to spark a remarkable turn in cable.
Daily FX Market News. July 27, 11. 00 America New York. USD CAD rate holds steady with Federal Reserve rate decision on tap. USD CAD may continue to consolidate ahead of the Federal Reserve interest rate decision on July 28 as the central bank is expected to retain the current policy.
Forex Live. July 27, 11. 00 America New York. US dollar falls further into the London fix. Big round of fixing sales were approaching month end and the dollar is being sold hard into the London fix. This is not a fundamentally driven move with no corresponding price action in stocks or bonds. Forex Live. July 27, 10. 58 America New York. GBP USD breaks to the upside. Runs up to test the July 16 high. The clock is ticking toward the 4 p.m. fixing. There seems to be buyers helping to push the pair to the upside. The highs from July come between 1.38979 and 1.39094.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. July 27, 10. 55 America New York. Airlines struggle with fuel shortages at some smaller western U.S. airports. Every gallon of jet fuel saved is helpful, American Airlines told pilots.
Forex Live. July 27, 10. 46 America New York. Schumer. Senators should be prepared to work through weekend on infrastructure. Schumer says progress is being made. The Senate is inching ahead in plans to pass a bipartisan infrastructure bill. I think the bipartisan deal is basically priced in, but another one via reconciliation will be tough. Forex Live. July 27, 10. 43 America New York. USD CAD remains in up and down trading range. Holds 50% midpoint of the July trading range on the NA dip in between. Sits the pair's 100-hour MA at 1.25674 in the 50% midpoint of the July trading range. That level comes in at 1.25543. The low in the North American session found support buyers against that midpoint level.
Daily FX Market News. July 27, 10. 30 America New York. USD, JPY bounces off session lows on solid consumer confidence. The US dollar has felt broad-based selling pressure so far this week with markets focus on tomorrow's Fed announcement. Solid consumer confidence data helps USD, JPY bounce off session lows.
New York Times Business. July 27, 10. 24 America New York. Frustration mounts at British, confusing, traffic light system. The government's three-tier approach determining restrictions on transit to and from different countries is drawing ire from British travellers and the travel industry alike. Arriving passengers at Heathrow Airport in late June.
Forex Live. July 27, 10:20 America New York, U.S. equities spill lower as negative pressure builds. The pressure remains on the S&P 500 is down 28 points at a fresh low at 2,394. That erases about half of yesterday's gain and is a test of the old July top, which is now offering support. Forex Live. July 27, 10:11 America New York, U.S. health officials to recommend some vaccinated people resume wearing masks. NYT report from the NYT. This shift could be hurting sentiment today. We'll wait for the CDC release for more details.
New York Times Business. July 27, 10:01 America New York, Tokyo Olympics mascots are cute but underwhelming. In Japan, mascots typically play a major role in branding campaigns. But Miraidwa and Sumeti have been a subdued presence at the very event they were made for. The Olympic and Paralympic mascots Miraidwa, left, and Sumeti.
Forex Live. July 27, 10:00 America New York, U.S. July Conference Board Consumer Confidence 129.1 versus 123.9 exp. U.S. July consumer confidence from the Conference Board. This survey is almost back to the pre-pandemic level of 132.0. This reading is right at the top of the consensus range and continues a sharp rise in the past few months. Forex Live. July 27, 09:59 America New York, Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for July 27 versus 20 estimate. Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index the 4th of July 2021 was at 22 revised to 26 shipments 21 versus 15 last month, new orders 25 versus 36 last month, employees 36 versus 23 last month.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. July 27, 09:51 America New York, UPS ships fewer packages as pandemic boom wanes. The carrier says revenue jumped as higher shipping rates offset slowdown in deliveries with more shoppers venturing to stores.
Forex Live. July 27, 09:35 America New York, falling Treasury yields are helping to keep the pressure on USD, JPY. Yields put downward pressure on the dollar. The US and China are worlds apart in sentiment at the moment, but the Asian fears are starting to win out. U.S. 10-year yields show the change in the last 2 hours as they've fallen to 1.23% from 1.27%.
Wall Street Journal Markets. July 27, 09:35 America New York, is Tesla the meme stock of yesteryear? Just as Elon Musk's firm begins to look fundamentally more solid, investors have moved on to other speculative objects.
Forex Live. July 27, 09:34 America New York, major indices open lower. 5-day win streak in jeopardy. Dow, S&P, Nasdaq have all made record closes 2 days in a row. A snapshot of the market currently shows. Looking at the Forex market, the JPY remains the strongest of the majors, and the NZD remains the weakest.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. July 27, 09:22 America New York, U.S. home price growth rose to record in May. The S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller National Home Price Index, which measures average home prices in major metropolitan areas, rose 16.6%, the highest annual rate of price growth since the index began in 1987.
Forex Live. July 27, 09:20 America New York, GBP USD moves back toward its session high from yesterday. Quick move to the downside today, reversed the low today, reach 1.3766 a few hours after peaking. That low was still comfortably above the rising 100-hour moving average, blue line, which is currently at 1.37584 but was lower when the low was reached.
New York Times Business. July 27, 09:14 America New York, IMF World Economic Outlook forecasts 6% global growth. The gap between the rich and poor countries will widen as the United States and other advanced economies will expand faster than expected, according to new projections. India was downgraded because of a severe second wave of the virus slowing the economic recovery.
Forex Live. July 27, 09:03 America New York, IMF leaves 2021 global GDP forecast at plus 6.0% with stronger U.S. growth but weaker M. The latest growth estimates from the IMF said divergences in developed and emerging economies primarily reflects access to vaccines and continued fiscal support.